Welcome to my channel. This is my first video and today I'm going to be watching Harry Potter, which is a franchise that I've always wanted to see but I never really watched it. Although I know a thing or two about Harry Potter because of the games. I actually played the games when I was younger because Harry Potter was actually very popular here in my country 20 years ago when I was a small kid. And you know, I had some contact with the games thanks to the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, you know. There were lots of Harry Potter games and I used to be a very big gamer, you know. And one of the reasons why I was able to learn English was thanks to the games. You know, I played a lot of games, and back in the days, most of the games that used to arrive here in my country, they used to arrive in English because there were no original copies of the games because it was just too expensive for us to buy. So we had to buy fake copies of the games. So most of the games used to arrive here in English because they were copied from the original games in America or something, and they used to arrive here in English, you know, because they were fake copies of the games that used to cost like 10 times less. So it was actually extremely accessible for us. Lots of kids from the 90s and early 2000s had access to video games thanks to those things. And I remember I used to play Harry Potter on my friend's house, and I'm not saying that I support piracy, you know, but back in the days here in my country that was the only way for us to have access to such things, you know, because the original copies of the games were just so expensive it was impossible for us to buy. It was just impossible, you know. So the only way we had access to those kind of things used to be through those bootleg versions. But these ended up being positive, right? Because since they were fake copies and used to arrive here in English, you know, the kids ended up learning a thing or two about the language, you know. Even the Japanese games used to arrive here in my country in English. I don't know why though, but it's because of piracy, you know. They were all fake copies and for some reason they used to arrive here in English. Even games like Final Fantasy that, you know, it's a big Japanese franchise, it used to arrive here in English. So most of the gamers like myself who used to play games when they were kids here in my country ended up learning English very well because of this, because, you know, that's what happens when you enter in contact with a language when you are a kid, you know. You ended up learning a thing or two about the language, you know. And so Harry Potter, even though I've never really watched the movies, I played the games, specifically the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. So I remember a thing or two about the game, but I don't know how accurate they are when compared to the movies or the books. I've never read the books either. So that's going to be a very interesting experience, you know. I'm going to be watching Harry Potter, you know, it's a South American perspective. First time watching, but I actually know a thing or two about the game about the movies because of the games. So let's see how it's gonna be. So let's see. I'm very excited for this. My friend, the one who used to play the Harry Potter games with me 20 plus years ago, I told him that I was gonna watch Harry Potter for the first time. And he said to me, "Why don't you record it?" I said, "Why? Why would I record? No one is gonna watch it." And he said, "You never know." So, you know, I'm very excited to see if someone is gonna be here watching with me. Because, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm talking to myself here, but we'll see. Well, this guy, he looks like a wizard, right? This guy gotta be the most wizard guy I've ever seen. And he's doing magic stuff. He's stealing lights. That's very magical. That's something a wizard would do, right? Maybe he's gathering power to do something, I don't know.
I should have known that you would be here. Professor McGonagall?
Professor? Okay. The cat's turning into a person. That's a classic.
Good evening, Professor.
Classic wizard.
There's no such thing as magic.
Well, obviously there is. I mean, you saw it with your own eyes. Like, it happened right before you.
Oh. Dad, look! Harry's got a letter! Hey, give it back! it's mine!
Yours? They'll be writing to you.
They're so harsh with this kid. He doesn't deserve it just because he has some powers. Like, aren't you guys supposed to be his family or something? Damn. Treat him well. He's just a kid. He doesn't understand anything. Why is he doing this? I mean, he's not gonna get his bills as well, right? How is he gonna get his own letters if he closes everything? Yeah, they're just gonna keep the letters outside. It's just they're still gonna arrive. Okay, this is completely unnecessary. Like, just let the boy read the letters. What's your problem, fat guy? Just let the boy read the letter. So, let me see if I get this straight. So basically, there is a whole world hidden behind the normal world, right? Where the wizards live. And they have this pretty cool stuff hidden and normal people, the muggles, can't see, right? That's a pretty cool concept, you know. This explains why normal people don't know about magic in this world. This is a beautiful train, I gotta tell you.
By the way, Ron Weasley. I'm Harry Potter.
So even the small kids know about him. So it's not so he's so famous that it's not just one generation, you know, not only the people who were alive. He's like a historical figure now. Everyone's gonna know him forever. Regardless of the age. Even the kids were not even alive when this stuff happened. That's how famous he is. Well, the blonde kid is kind of the most obvious villain ever, right? Oh, this guy, he looks suspicious as well. Oh wow, he looks even more suspicious now.
Nothing, I'm fine.
Okay, this guy is obviously a villain as well.
Gryffindor!
Well, hopefully Harry goes to the same house as his friend, right? If he goes to the house of the blonde guy, man, it's gonna be bullying every day.
Not Slytherin.
He doesn't want to go to the same house as the blonde kid.
And Slytherin will help you on the way to greatness. There's
Really?
no doubt about that.
They have different classes if they go to different houses?
Gryffindor!
Oh, nice. It's the same one as the red hair kid. This is good because I was kind of feeling bad for Harry at the beginning, you know. But I feel like now he's gonna have friends and stuff. At the beginning, it was like extremely depressing, like an 11-year-old kid being mistreated by his caretakers. It was rough. Wow, there's a bunch of ghosts appearing out of nowhere, and the kids are like laughing. I would be terrified.
Hello, Sir Nicholas. Have a
You're
nice
just
summer.
talking to the ghosts. This is kind of dangerous. You know, now it's kind of starting to look more like the games that I played, you know. It was a crazy dangerous castle for the kids and for the teachers and for everyone. It was crazy.
Welcome to Hogwarts.
This is something that we could have in real life, you know. Paintings that move. We could do this with smart screens or something, you know, and then, you know, instead of placing pictures, we'd place movies of people moving. it looks much, much better than the place that Harry used to sleep. You know, he was sleeping like what, under the stairs or something? And the other fat kid was like running up the stairs, up and down, just to make noise. It's such a much better life now. Wow. There's not even a comparison. Okay, I had to stop and put on my glasses because it's getting dark and I can't see. Now I kind of look like Harry Potter, right? To be like the comedy relief of the show or of the movie or something. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, this kid. Oh, wow, I'm gonna break his legs. Okay. Oh, he was very lucky. He was very lucky. It could have been way worse.
Oh dear, it's a broken wrist.
Wow.
Oh boy, come on.
He was extremely lucky. Only a wrist broken? That's super lucky. So in the games, you had to go through some circles with your broom, you know, to complete the level. I remember this from the PlayStation 1 game.
Give it here, Malfoy, or I'll knock you off your broom. Is that so?
Yeah, don't let the other kids do to you what they want, you know. Show them that you're the man here. Because if you allow the others to do whatever they want, you know, they're gonna bully you forever, you know. You gotta be strong. So yeah, that's it, Harry. But the teacher does not look pleased at all. Oh, she does not look pleased at all. There's no way he's gonna get expelled, right? It's just the first, like the first half of the movie. There's no way he's gonna go away already, right? The castle is just too interesting to just stay out of the history.
I have found you a seeker.
What is a seeker? Of his voice is very powerful, you know. It's not easy at all to control kids that are running and screaming, you know. I used to work in a school, you know. I used to be a mathematics teacher, you know. I have a degree in mathematics and I teach. And it's not easy to do this.
What? Hermione, he doesn't know.
Oh, poor girl. Well, now it's starting to look more like the game, you know. Running around dark corridors inside of a castle, beating monsters and stuff. The game was exactly like this. Well, she's in trouble, but this monster, he kind of looks dumb, you know. And she's very smart, so maybe she can use her head to beat him. You know, trying to use intelligence to beat brute force or something like this. It's a valid strategy. Why are they throwing wood at this guy, you know? You guys are wizards, do some magic! Yeah, finally, Harry's gonna use his wand. Do some magic, boy! You can do it! Well, I guess this works as well, right? Well, this boy, he doesn't know how to use spells at all.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Oh, nice. That's some nice character development. You know, he failed every spell, but now in the moment of need, he finally does it because he's taking it seriously. That's cool. Yeah, you guys did it. Congratulations. Oh wow, I was expecting the ones to go through, you know. Luckily, the troll fell on his side, because if it was like this, it would go, you know, through his brain or something.
If Harry and Ron hadn't come and found me,
This is pretty cool of her to say. This is going to create a bond between them, you know.
It was an extremely foolish thing.
What is this?
I would have expected more.
Why is this guy bleeding? Okay, that's very suspicious.
5 points will be awarded to each.
All right. So it compensates the points they lost, and they still earn 5 more. So, you know, hopefully they will win the competition in the end. Oh, this teacher, he looks completely useless.
again now that you've proven
Rules against beating other players in this game? This is unfair. Ooh. Man, oh wow, she broke some bones as well. For sure. That fall was... Wow, this game is extremely dangerous. Oh, what is up with Harry? Another guy is cheating. Oh man, just because you're the headmaster of the other team, you know, you're not supposed to what are you doing? It's a kid's game. You're gonna end up killing him. Okay, there's no way a small kid can survive that fall, you know. There's no way.
Fire! You're on fire!
Alright, so it worked. I think Harry should replace the goalkeeper, you know, because there's no goalkeeper anymore. Forget the golden ball, you know, try to catch the balls, you know, they protect the goal. Wow, that's a dangerous strategy.
Hey!
Oh, he managed to catch the ball.
He's got the
So they win, right?
Harry Potter receives 100.
Even with them cheating like hell, he managed to beat them. That was a well-deserved win. It can end pretty much any conflict immediately. Poor guy. This fat kid is getting beat up ever since the beginning. Even his own broomstick beats him up.
It's got horrible breath.
I think you guys should be quick, you know? Before the dog wakes up.
If something bad happens, get yourself.
Oh, this is really bad. Well, they can't go back through that door.
You have to relax. If you don't, it'll only kill you faster.
Kill us faster? Oh, no!
You know, it's hard to relax in a situation like this, you know. You know, this girl, she has a spell for everything. She's way better than Harry. Like, Harry's kind of useless. Gotta tell you. I mean, he flies well. And he has some baby powers as well, you know. But the girl, she's stealing the show, man. Never. So Gryffindor wins now.
Gryffindor wins the House Cup.
Okay, that was kind of, I don't know. Well, I guess, yeah, I'm happy for Harry and stuff, but the last 10 points were kind of, I don't know. Something fishy is going on. Maybe the headmaster has a thing for Harry and stuff. The poor green guys are gonna be like, damn, that thing was rigged, or whatever. Well, who cares about them, right? Gryffindor all the way, man. The green guys are evil wizards, so to hell with them. Yeah, Hagrid is pretty cool. I was kind of suspicious of Hagrid at the beginning, you know, but he's okay. He just needs to learn how to keep his mouth shut, you know. He talks too much.
Feels strange to be going home.
It's kind of sad to see Harry going back to his home, because his home is kind of hell, you know. It's kind of, those uncles treat him very bad, and his cousin even worse. But I guess now he has magic powers and stuff. He's gonna be able to, I don't know. It doesn't look like a happy ending to me at all, because he's going back to his miserable life, and he's gonna have to stay there until next year, you know, in school. So yeah, pretty interesting. I'm very curious to see the next one. How things are gonna turn out, because hopefully they show this. You know, he's gonna go back to his home, and I wonder if he's gonna be mistreated there again. So yeah, it was a pretty cool movie. Definitely not what I was expecting, you know, because I had this game mentality about the Harry Potter world, and the movie has almost nothing to do with the game, you know, at least the PlayStation 1 game. It's completely different. I remember some parts of the movie, of the game that were in the movie, like, I don't know, the bosses and walking through dark corridors, invisibility. I remember there was invisibility in the game and stuff like this, you know, but Hogwarts was like a mess. It was extremely dangerous in the game, even more dangerous than in the movie, you know. In the movie, Hogwarts is extremely dangerous, don't get me wrong, but in the game it's even more dangerous, you know. To get to classes, you had to do some crazy leaps that if you failed, you'd die, because the fall would be so extremely huge that there was no way no one was ever gonna survive. And I was always thinking, you know, damn, poor teachers. They have to go through this every day just to get to the classes. It gotta be the hardest job in the world, you know. But you know, in the movie they don't have to do this on a daily basis. But the castle is still very dangerous, you know. But it's very cool. It's very mysterious and stuff. But the ending was kind of sad, you know, because now Harry is gonna be going back to his normal life with his uncles, and they're probably even more angry with him now, you know. They were already angry with him before, and now that he went to Hogwarts, they're probably even more, they probably hate him even more. So I wonder how the second movie is gonna deal with the situation. It's very curious to see. So yeah, I'm very anxious to see the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed my reaction to the first movie. I'm definitely gonna be reacting to the other movies because I enjoyed it a lot. And I also played the second game. I played two versions of the second game, a PlayStation 1 version and a PlayStation 2 version. Both of those versions were completely different from one another, you know. So I'm really curious to see how the second movie is going to be similar to those games, you know. So yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoy my channel, please subscribe, you know. I'm starting now. This is my first video ever. Hopefully I'm gonna get 1,000 subscribers soon. And yeah, subscribe, and I see you next time. Bye.